What's up, everybody? Noah Kaser back here for another episode of Noah Kaser Live. I have a little bit to talk about for you guys. I got two reviews. One review is going to be for the brand new Megan Fox AI robot movie called Subservience, the brand new drama starring Ian McKellen called The Critic, as well as we're going to take a look at the Netflix Top 10, the box office results, and what's releasing this week in theaters and on streaming. But I got a couple news topics. We're going to look at the reviews for the brand new Batman show, The Penguin, and Transformers 1. So let's get right into it. First up, we're going to talk about the brand new Megan Fox film that I was skeptical of. I went into it and I went, how is this going to pan out? Well, let's take a look at it. So we're going to talk about Subservience. So Subservience is the brand new Megan Fox film, and it is all about this, this struggling father, and his wife is sick. So he brings in a brand new lifelike AI played by Megan Fox. Megan Fox's name is Alice, and her job is to basically help everyone in the house with their struggles, including his daughter and his brand new baby. So when things start to go awry, feelings start becoming real. And now it's up to the struggling father to stop his brand new AI robot from trying to please him. Now, Megan Fox is really fantastic in this role. She delivers probably the best performance I've seen from her besides Till Death. She knows how to do this monotoned type of just very stare into your soul type of a character. I enjoyed that. It really worked for me. I loved that. This movie works for me as a whole. Now, I know I'm in the minority of this, but what I really liked is how they didn't just give you this essence of, hey, this woman is a robot, but we're not going to show you any of her parts. They actually show you a couple moments where they're inside of the circuits. They're looking inside of what she is actually like on the inside. With that being said, this movie does have a couple things going for it. One, Megan Fox's performance. Two, an intriguing story. Is it stereotypical? Yes. Have we seen this story? Yes. It's all about Megan Fox as this AI robot trying to just please everybody in the house. Feelings become real, and now she's falling in love with her brand new owner as his wife is out sick. And she's in the hospital. We see her, and there's just moments here and there where she's just getting a little too close to the kids and becoming a little too close to him. Now, when we see this scene where the wife is actually having surgery, oh my Lord, it is horrifying. It's horrifying because the doctors are robots. They're robots. Their mouths are not there. It's just pale skin, just skin over their mouths. They're looking. I don't even remember if they have. Oh, there. See, there we go. This is the picture that I think makes people want to see the movie. Not only because it does have the glorious Megan Fox in it, but because it gives us a story that we've seen before. I saw one called Lifelike, where it was this AI robot that you could buy and you could do whatever you wanted with her. This one, you can sort of do that. Its job is basically to take care of the family and pleasure its owner. Do whatever the owner wants. We saw Megan do this. Megan was about, we all know Megan, right? Megan is this doll, and she's basically trying to protect and help her owner, the little girl. And this, it is the man who bought her. This is a very interesting story. Without going into spoilers, the ending did feel like Megan. The ending really did feel like Megan. But this movie has sexy moments. Megan Fox knows how to be sexy. There's a certain element that I don't really want to get into that I really didn't enjoy in the climax of the film that involves a baby. That was a bit over the line, I think, that wasn't needed. You see her starting to go crazy after the speech impediment. After the wife comes home, there's issues with that. The wife is getting jealous. It's just getting to the point where they're considering getting rid of her and firing her and just completely getting rid of her. However, Megan Fox isn't going to let that happen. I really enjoyed this one. I don't know what to say. Megan Fox's performance is great. While the struggling dad was a decent character, he's not very likable because he's very obviously cheating on his wife. He knows what he's doing. I mean, it's Megan Fox. If any of us guys had the chance to go on a date with Megan Fox, I think we would take that opportunity. A lot of us would. I don't know a whole lot of us that would say no to a date with Megan Fox, even if it's just dinner and a movie. Heck, I'd say yes. But Subservience is a decent little AI robot movie that I personally enjoyed. I can see myself enjoying this one more down the line because it delivered exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's not going for any type of awards. It's not going for Oscars. It's going for a fun, similar story, and to me, it worked for that one. It was a lot better than Wifelike. Megan was fun. I just think that this movie delivered on what it was supposed to be delivering on. I enjoyed it, and I'm going to give Subservience 3.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it. Sure, the characters are very unlikable, but you do have a saving grace in Megan Fox's good performance and an interesting screenplay. But I enjoyed Subservience. What did you think about it? Did you see Subservience? Doesn't hurt if you hope you want to see it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So we're going to go into the very first comment, and it is from Michael. What's up, Michael? It's good to see you. Welcome in, buddy. I know you're looking forward to SmackDown. I will be seeing SmackDown. Can't wait to watch the first episode of SmackDown on the USA Network. But this is where we get into the real changing eras, I think, because what's going to happen tonight is going to be very intriguing. But my next topic is going to be my review of a brand new drama starring Ian McKellen. Now, this drama is one that very few people know of because it premiered last year at the Toronto International Film Festival and is just coming out now. So, this movie is very slow. It's very well-mannered, but let's get right into this. So, this movie is The Critic. Now, The Critic is the brand new Ian McKellen movie, all about him as a critic set in 1939 London. With him being set in 1939 London, you're going to get a lot of moments of him just sitting in a theater. But it's all about Jimmy, and he's the most feared critic of the age. And he meets this woman. This actress is very famous in the Broadway stage in London. And it's all about when the owner of the Daily Chronicle newspaper dies. When he dies, when they die, his son, I'm having a hard time, folks. I'm sorry. When he dies, his son David Brooke takes over, and Jimmy quickly finds himself at odds with his new boss and his position under threat. In an attempt to preserve the power and influence he holds so sacred. The power and influence he holds so sacred, Jimmy strikes a pact with a struggling actress named Nina Land, entangling them and Brooke in a thrilling but deadly web of desire, blackmail, and betrayal. Now, Ian McKellen delivers a phenomenal performance. Now, what else do I need to say about him? What else do I need to say about him? He's Ian McKellen. He's Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen delivers one of the best performances of the entire year. He knows how to be charming. He knows how to just be completely warm and empathetic. And there's moments here and there where just like this scene, where he's being well-meaning. And with being well-meaning with Nina, there is a subplot here. The subplot is all about this actress who is, how to say this? She's basically forced to start a sexual relationship with somebody without going into spoilers. She's basically starting to have a sexual relationship with somebody because of power to help somebody that holds a lot of power over her as well. Let's just get into that. Now, this actress here, oh my lord. Gemma is fantastic. Gemma might steal the show from Ian McKellen at some points because her performance and her just facial expressions deliver on every aspect of what she needs to do in this screenplay. It is great. I loved these two on screen together. The issue is it's only 90 minutes, but this felt so much longer. This movie felt so much longer. The Critic should be a slower film. It just should have a lot more going on than it does. There's a lot going on in the script, but they don't write it in a way that's intriguing. Sure, the performances are great, but if your script doesn't work, then your actors can't save it. The performances can be good, but it's all about the screenplay. My issue is it's just a bit too slow, even at like 90 minutes long. You can see this in theaters. I would say check it out in theaters. If you're into more of these slower, more intimate, charming little British dramas, check out The Critic. I'm going to give it a positive review. I'm going to give The Critic 3 out of 5 stars. But are you going to see The Critic? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you even know about The Critic? Did you see it at the Toronto International Film Festival? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now we're going to go into the comments one more time. And Michael says, what did you think? Oh, what do I think about the new SmackDown logo? The new SmackDown logo, I think it's a decent logo. I don't think it's going to affect the show. I think it's just there. It's not that big of a deal to me, just because the logo doesn't impact the overall quality or just enjoyment of the show as a whole. But I like it. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do tonight with the very first match, and I'm just looking forward to it. But we're going to go into the next topic, and the next topic is going to be about the Penguin reviews. The Penguin reviews are great. Some are saying it's the best show of 2024. Is that going to be the case? Well, as we've seen, the reviews are out, and it's only 8 episodes long. So we're going to take a look at this. It's holding a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes with 46 reviews. So, Rachel from the Mary Sue says, the possibilities are endless, and the brilliance of the Penguin makes me itch for more stories like this. 5 out of 5. Going down here to Austin Burke, who I think is one of the best critics on this platform on YouTube and in the critic world right now. This fantastic crime thriller manages to expand upon the underbelly of Gotham, yet maintain its focus and never feel too scattered. Farrell is as excellent as expected, but Kristen Milioti almost steals the show as Sophia Falcone. Now, I have heard that. I have heard she steals the show. And why am I intrigued about that? Well, seeing as this show isn't going to have Batman, this is exactly what you need. You need to have fantastic performances from people who have played them in the past. Because if I'm not mistaken, Milioti did play this character in Gotham. I could be completely mistaken. Going down here a little bit more to Grace Randolph. Okay. Yeah. It starts off slow but masterful by the end. Not sure how it will play as a weekly release, but an amazing binge. Great to see Matt Reeves, Lauren LaFranc, and Colin Farrell not turn Penguin into an anti-hero, but the most vile villain we've seen in a while. Coming down here too, Tessa Smith from Mama's Geeky. Love her. A deep exploration of human character and how some events can shape our destiny. This series will have fans of the Batman thrilled. Gotham is dark and gritty, just as it should be. Colin Farrell is incredible, but Kristen Milioti steals the show. Another praise for Kristen Milioti. And we'll take a look at one more review, and we're going to take a look at Ben Travers. Ben Travers said, a superhero spinoff series serving as a Trumpian allegory at all is worth appreciating. as is Farrell, bearing his disarming charms behind 50 pounds of latex without concealing his considerable talents. There is a quick look here, and Cassandra does have a decent review here as well. I just think that they should have used a bigger blurb, or she should have used a bigger blurb. The Penguin has all the elements that make a dark crime drama compelling: alliances and betrayals, murder and survival, intense interactions between enemies. So there's a look at the Penguin reviews. This is very intriguing to me, because if you look at what's been happening, it is very, very intense, because the Batman looked like it should have been rated R. It looked like it should have been rated R. Now, with that being said, you can do dark stuff on a show with it being TV-14, as we've seen with some of the thoughts on this now, where them saying it's dark, it's gritty, it's what Gotham needs to be. I'm looking forward to seeing what exactly we get from a show like this. I will be covering it. I will be doing my review of it once it comes out next week. It comes out next Thursday, and next Wednesday is Agatha All Along. I'll give you my thoughts on the first 2 episodes of that, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you looking forward to the Batman? I'm a Batman fan. He's my favorite superhero. My favorite comic book hero ever is Batman, followed by Spider-Man. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know your thoughts. Going into the comments one more time, Michael says, people say they need a set change, and they want the SmackDown fist back. It's not happening. Yeah, it is not going to come back, mostly because it's such a heavy set. You could have done a lighter fist, but the issue is a lot of the stadiums now can't hold that type of big fist. They said it was a heavy fist. It was heavy on set, and with a fist like that, that's going to obscure some views. So they want to just have as little of a set, as less of a set as they want, so they can get more fans in the arena, thus making more money, which I understand that. I would like a bigger set as well, but sets were part of the show in the 90s, mid-2000s, and early 2010s. Now it's just more about enjoying the show and enjoying the product, but I see why they want the fist back, because I would like to have the fist back too, but that's just me. Looking at this, okay. Just pre-reading a little bit. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Batman series. I think it's going to be good. Look at Gotham. It didn't have Batman, and that was a good show. Yes. The thing is, this has a bigger cast. It has a better writing staff, and it's on HBO. HBO is the gold standard of TV. I mean, as we've seen from something like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Succession, multiple other shows, The Sopranos. This is where they just give everything to every single show and movie they put out. They need to, because they know that they are now the gold standard of excellence. Slowly, we're getting to the point where Apple TV is getting there, i.e. The Morning Show, one show that I love, Ted Lasso, Shrinking. Slowly, it's becoming Apple TV Plus. It's one of the cheaper ones too, and that's awesome. So, we got 2 more comments, and then we move into the last topics. Agatha is going to be great. So looking forward to it. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous because looking at what we have, it is scary because the review embargo doesn't lift until the show comes out at 9 p.m. the night it comes out. So you'll be watching the show and reviews will be going out then. We saw that's what happened with The Crow after the movie was already playing in theaters. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love WandaVision. I can't wait to see what the first 2 episodes of Agatha All Along is. Joe said, hey, what's up, Joe? It's awesome to see you. I'm sitting in a movie theater waiting for a movie to start and wanted to say hello. What movie are you seeing, Joe? I hope it's a good one. I'm going to guess you're seeing Speak No Evil. It's either Speak No Evil or The Killer's Game. I could be wrong. But what are you seeing? Going on to the last topics for this show. It's a shorter show. There's not a whole lot of things to talk about, but we will be taking a look at the last topic, which is Transformers 1 reviews are fantastic. So, looking at what people have been saying early on, they showed this months back, a couple months back before the movie even came out. It comes out this Thursday. I'm hoping to see it on Thursday night, but let's take a look at this. It is holding a 89% on Rotten Tomatoes with 44 reviews. So, coming down here, we're going to start off with a negative one first. The story adds some nice twists to the Transformers mythos, and it will doubtlessly appeal to both longtime fans and their children. While the film contains action and humor, it fails to seamlessly integrate its themes into the narrative. And that comes from Colin. Going down here to... There was one I wanted to point out. Here it is. From Matt Singer. Matt Singer says, after decades of experience with the Transformers in various forms, I have come to the following conclusion. They make better toys than movies. But this guy is one of the best critics on the entire internet. Zach Pope. Zach Pope and Austin Burke, if you don't know them, check them out. They're two of the best professional film critics I know of. Zach Pope says, wow, Transformers 1 is the best Transformers movie. High-octane action, hilarious, and most importantly, emotionally deep with its thematic on friendship. Plus its layers on social hierarchy brings it to some eye-opening pieces to the Transformers universe. Going down here a little bit more. Going down here to Carla Hay from Culture Mix. For better or worse, Transformers 1 is for die-hard Transformers fans. This origin story has appealing visuals and action, but the plot may be too confusing for viewers who are new to the franchise. Evan says, if this is the future of the Transformers franchise, then Autobot and Decepticon fans have a bright future to look forward to indeed. Going down here to Alfonso. Alfonso is a great critic. He was a part of What the Flick, but now he is also a part of, it's still the same crew. It's him and Chrissy Lemire on Breakfast All Day, but now he also reviews for The Film Verdict. Fills in the backstory for the legendary Robots in Disguise, but there's little here for viewers who come in with no investment in this universe, cinematic or otherwise. Going down here to look for one more review, and that one is going to come from Tessa Smith from Mama's Geeky. She says, Transformers 1 delivers some truly incredible action sequences, but most importantly, it gives fans an origin story filled with heart and emotion. That's what I want to hear. With something like this, that's what I want to hear. And as you can tell, there are a lot of great reviews, and it's just one after another after another. There are a couple people who don't like it, like IndieWire didn't really care for it, says, it's all executed competently but joylessly, with zero fun to be had as it labors across an hour and 40-minute runtime that feels both too short and painfully long. And to me, a C is not that bad of a grade. To me, C is still passing. In school, you are still passing. You just need to do a better job. So to me, that should be a positive, but each person to their own. Each person to their own. I'm looking forward to seeing Transformers 1. I am a fan of Transformers. I mean, heck, I even bought this. I'm going to embarrass myself a little bit here, but I even bought this. Let me grab this. I even bought this at Walmart because it was $5, and it was Transformers: Dark of the Moon. It's the Blu-ray Steelbook. I saw this movie countless times in theaters. I mean, it was 2011. I saw it multiple times, and I just can't wait. I just can't wait to rewatch this. It has been years since I've seen this movie, and I just can't wait. And yes, I did just open a Steelbook on camera. I'm looking forward to rewatching this film. I probably saw this film, I kid you not. I might have seen Transformers: Dark of the Moon 5-6 times in theaters. Same thing with the Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, my favorite Pirates movie. Can't really say it's my favorite because I haven't seen them all. But, you know, but what do you think? What do you think? Are you excited for Transformers 1? Are you going to see Transformers 1 in theaters? But what do you think about the reviews? Are you surprised that they're this good, considering what the Transformers franchise has been recently? Not taking out Rise of the Beasts and The Last Night, but what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So we're going to go into the comments one more time, and then we're going to go into the Netflix top 10, the box office results, and what's releasing this week in theaters and on streaming. So Crazy Joe says, I'm sitting in the movie theater waiting for a movie to start, but want to say hello. Yes. Beetlejuice 2 with my daughter. I already saw it. She didn't. I want to see it. I want to see it so bad. Right now, my plan is to go and see it on Monday because I don't know if I'm going into work. I don't know if I'm going into work. But if not, then what I could do is I could just go down to the a 4 p.m. screening on Thursday, and I could just do a double feature of Beetlejuice, and Transformers 1. But we will just see. Michael says, wow, shocked about Transformers 1 reviews. Yeah. And he's responding to Crazy Joe saying, Beetlejuice was fun, but not as good as the first. I thought the story at time was a little too convoluted. And Michael says, I like all the Transformers films except for The Last Night, and I haven't seen the 1986 animated film. I haven't seen all of Last Night. I actually walked out of the theater for that one because it was just too insufferable. It felt way too long. I was not into the film, and I just was bored, so I walked out. I should go back and rewatch it. What I might do is I might just watch all of them again, because I'm not going to lie to you. I did enjoy, of course I enjoyed The Dark of the Moon, but I also enjoyed Age of Extinction. I haven't seen 1 or 2 or the animated, so yes, I haven't seen Transformers or Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. But I know I'm looking forward to seeing them because you never know. I could enjoy them. But the last comment is Transformers Last Night. I hated that film so badly. But next up, we're going to move into we're going to move into the box office results. So the box office results, we got a little bit to talk about again. This is a favorite topic of mine because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. So taking a look at what happened at the box office this week, it looks like this. So as we already talked about, Beetlejuice delivered a mountain amount of money for Warner Brothers, delivering $111 million worldwide. And it's already been in theaters a week now, and it is already at $172 million. $172 million. Deadpool Wolverine was at number 2, earning another $7 million, $1.288 billion. $1.2 billion. Now it's going to reach 1.3. It's not going to get to 1.4. I think it stops at 1.3. Reagan earned it's at $20 million. I mean, that's more than I thought it would make. Not gonna lie to you, that's more than I thought it would make. It only dropped 37%. So for a movie like that, that's really good from Showbiz Direct. I don't know what the budget for that one was, but I hope they turn a profit on that one. Alien Romulus earning another $3.9 million, dropping 57%. Already at $315 million. It's probably going to stop at about 330, 340, somewhere around there. But the surprise hit of the summer was It Ends With Us with $310 million. By the end of the weekend, it's probably going to get to $315 million. It wasn't even slated to make $30 million, $25 to $30 million the opening weekend, and it surpassed that and doubled it at $50 million. Going down here to The Forge. The Forge is what my theater's playing. A few weeks late. I was going to go and see it. Didn't get around to it, and I'm not going to be in town this weekend to go and see it. But it did earn another $3 million, and it's at $22 million, which is good for it. Don't know what the budget is, but it's a very niche market, unfortunately. This is one that I think we can stop taking a look at. Despicable Me 4 is at $931 million. It's not going to make $1 billion, but it doesn't need to. It made $900 million. Not many movies can say they've made $900 million at the box office. Going down here just a little bit more, Inside Out 2 is still in theaters, but it's at 1.670. $1.6 billion is where it's going to stay, and it is the highest animated film of all time now. Not surprising, but very, very nice to note. So, there's that, but also, can we just talk about Coraline? Can we just talk about what Coraline did at the box office recently? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Take a look at this. In a re-release, $9 million, $5 million, $3 million. Okay? This movie earned more money in 3 weekends. 3 weekends. Than Madam Web did opening weekend. Okay? Let's take a look at this. What did Madam Web end up making? Madam Web, as I typed in there. Unfortunate. Wow. We're going to try it one more time. Madam Web. Madam Web made a total of $100 million. I think this movie opened at, what, 15 million? Yeah, $15.3 million. So, it's not doing great, but you know what? It's fine. But there's the box office results. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know your thoughts. We're going to go into the comments one more time, and it says, not surprised by the box office results. Speak No Evil will be probably in the top 3. It'll probably be in the top 3, yes. And I'm looking forward to seeing it when it comes out to digital, because my theater's not going to play it, unfortunately. I already know the next 3 movies they're getting, and there's no way that they're going to be getting Speak No Evil. We are getting Transformers 1, we are getting The Wild Robot, and we're getting Joker. So I look forward to seeing Speak No Evil when it comes out to digital. I've never seen Coraline, but wow, a film from 2009 made more money nowadays than in 2009. Yeah. That movie has a crowd now. It was not a box office smash, but it still made money. It's just making $9 million. And in weekends, literally in weekends, when Borderlands was in theaters, it made more money than Borderlands did within its second weekend, I think. Second, third weekend. And it made more money than Borderlands. Wish I could say that. But, you know, it's fine. And Michael also says, next film I'm seeing is The Substance this Wednesday. I want to see The Substance. I'm just going to have to wait to rent it. If you want a movie that is smaller, like The Substance, I say check out Subservience with Megan Fox. You would have to rent it, but still, I think you would enjoy that one. If you want a small one, check out The Critic as well. I have my reviews for those at the top of this video, at the very beginning of this video. And we're going to take a look at this next. So we're going to take a look at the Netflix Top 10. So with the Netflix Top 10, we take a look at what's changed on Netflix over the past little bit. Now, this changes every so often, and it's very intriguing because you never know what's going to be in there. A couple weeks ago, we had something like the Emoji Movie at number 1. The Emoji Movie at number 1. But let's take a look at this. What's number 1? Well, this is going to change by the time we get to Monday. Number 1 is Rebel Ridge. I do want to watch that one. I just don't know if I'm going to get around to it. Number 2 is Into the Fire, The Lost Daughter. No surprise, it's a true crime thing here. Those always do well. Edge of Tomorrow, I have seen that. Fantastic movie. Black Mass, I have been wanting to see that. Shark Tale, I remember when that came out in theaters, and it has a fan base like none other. Sonic the Hedgehog, not surprising. Brand new film from Netflix called Outlaw. The Deliverance is still there. Super Mario Bros. Is still there, but as you can see there, it is leaving soon. I believe it's leaving at the end of September, which means you'll just have to go to Peacock to see it. And Trolls Band Together is at number 10. Taking a look at the TV shows in the Netflix Top 10, this will change too. So right now, number 1 is The Perfect Couple with Liev Schreiber and Nicole Kidman. I want to watch that. I might get around to that in the next week or so. Emily in Paris, the whole 4th season is out right now, and it's blowing up. I expect that to take over number 1 by Monday, by Sunday or Monday. Number 3, Selling Sunset. Number 4, the brand new season of The Circle. Number 5, Outlast, a competition series. Number 6, Worst Ex Ever. Number 7, Chaos. Number 8, Dark Winds. Number 9, A Discovery of Witches. And number 10, The Accident. So there's a look at the Netflix Top 10. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know your thoughts. So let's take a look at the comments one more time. Borderlands ended its run with $31 million. Yes, it did. It was not marketed. They hid reviews, as it should say. Guess you can wait for my review of the Substance if you decide you want to see it. Yes. What are your thoughts on Netflix putting commercials when Raw comes on in January? I think that's very smart for them. One, because they're earning money as well. Because when you're doing a live programming thing, especially with something like Raw that's going to be close to 3 hours, you're going to need commercials. I don't think that you can fill a 3-hour show. I mean, look what they do with their pay-per-views. They slide in commercials on Peacock as well because they have to. Otherwise, you're not going to get a whole lot of revenue from it because it's live. You have to have it. I know people on Netflix, a lot of people aren't going to care about Raw. The wrestling fans are going to care. The wrestling fans are not going to care because they're watching a live wrestling show. They know what they're going to get. I mean, unless you're watching a AEW show, I don't know if they do any commercials on their pay-per-views. They might have a ad sponsor or something, but they need to keep going. They need to add commercials on there just to make it feel like it's an actual wrestling show, and they're earning money as well. You need to give the camera crew a break. You need the commentators' voices to give them a break. I mean, I get it. As a Netflix fan, I'm used to no commercials, but as a wrestling fan, I'm used to commercials. I really don't mind. I really don't mind there being any commercials, but yeah. I look forward to seeing what Raw is like once we go to Netflix. And the last comment for this one, it's going to be AEW doesn't do commercial on other pay-per-views and they have no sponsors. That's why they, yeah. And it kind of shows because they're not great. But you know what? I've talked bad about them. They did a decent job. They've done a decent job with the little bit of the Go Home show for All Out. That was very decent, especially the segment between MJF and Daniel Garcia. I did enjoy that. They put on some good matches, but I just look forward to seeing it. What they can do. I hope they become a better company, book their women better, and just be a better company and get rid of Tony Khan because he is not the best person to be running your company in booking or money-wise. But anyways, we're going to go into the last topic for this week, and that's going to be what's releasing this week in theaters and on streaming. So let's get right into this. This is coming from releases.com, and releases.com is what I use. So we are going to go from what came out this week, but also what comes out next week. So this week we had, of course, Subservience and The Critic in theaters, but you can also rent Subservience on VOD. Speak No Evil is in theaters right now, as is The Killer's Game. I will be watching Uglies on Netflix, and I will have my review for that one on next Tuesday's show. I'll have my review for Booger on next Tuesday's show, as well as my review of the brand new Hallmark film, The Cases of Mystery Lane 2. I believe it's called The Cases of Mystery Lane, Death is Listening, I think. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Going down here, a film called Am I Racist is coming out in theaters, and a brand new film that came out on Netflix a couple days ago, Boxer. Civil War is now on Max. I have heard some stuff about this, Lies We Tell. I've heard that's a very good film. I've heard it's dreary and it's just very well done. I don't know if I want to see that, though. Coming up here, there was one, oh yeah, and My Old Ass. My Old Ass is in theaters. I've heard a lot of good things about that one. Hereafter is also in theaters and, well, in some theaters and on VOD. Going down here, we will go just a little bit further on here. Going into next week, we have, of course, Transformers 1, but we also have Wolves, which is coming to Apple TV Plus the next week. And The Substance, as my good friend Michael already alluded to. We also have a Fathom event, Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. That's a documentary that made the trailer made people cry. The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm hoping it's not super expensive when it comes out to rent. In some theaters, A Different Man. I have heard that this is going to be a very good film. The cast looks really, really good for this one with Sebastian Stan. I'm looking forward to that one. It is A24. And Last Straw comes out in theaters and on VOD. I'm hoping that's not too expensive to rent, but if it is, I'll probably just more likely wait on that one. But this one I'm super excited for. His $3 on Netflix. A riveting, funny, and touching portrait of family dynamics. And it stars Carrie Coon, Natasha Lyonne, and Elizabeth Olsen as estranged sisters who reunite to care for their ailing father. I think that's going to be a very well done film, and I can't wait to check it out. Going down here just a little bit further, we will have I Saw the TV Glow on Max. What is this? Nobody's Home. Nobody's Home comes out on the 17th, and that is about two couples who have a run-in at an isolated house that doesn't belong to them. A night of chaos, temptation, and murder ensues. That actually sounds intriguing. I'm not gonna lie to you. That might be one I have to check a trailer out for. Going up here, if you're a Fathom Event fan or a fan of the Babadook, you can go and see the 10th anniversary. All Happy Families is going to limited theaters. And then going down here just a little bit more, we do have Falling Together, a Hallmark film. And for the 26th, we have a very limited week, but we do have 4 films coming out. We do have Megalopolis coming to theaters, The Wild Robot coming to theaters, and on Apple TV Plus, Wolves. Also on VOD and Paramount Plus, Apartment 7A, which is a prequel to Rosemary's Baby, I believe. And on Blu-ray and DVD, we have Longlegs, Bad Boys Ride or Die, Despicable Me 4, and on the 27th, we also have Oddity on VOD and on Shudder, Sleep on VOD and in cinemas, Amber Alert, as well as this one, which I think looks very intriguing, called Succubus. If it would pop up, Succubus, maybe. It's not going to pop up. That's okay. That's okay. But a lot more stuff is coming out, including Plan B, Hayride to Hell, and just a bunch of other lower budget films. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What are you excited for? And as always, like and subscribe if you're new. But I want to go into the comments one more time before we will end this show. The Killer's Game, I kind of want to see because you got Dave Bautista and Drew McIntyre in it. Yep. Am I Racist? Sounds like a film that people will get offended by. So here's what that film is. It is a film that is going wide, and I'm just going to tell you what this film is. Let me pull this up here. It says, filmmaker Matt Walsh transforms himself into a diversity, equity, and inclusion expert, only to discover a world where profit, not principle, drives the agenda. Now, this is a documentary. I don't think it's going to get hated upon. I think it's just going to be one that comes out and very few people talk about it. Now, there are a couple reviews out for it on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, it's not getting hated on. It just says half the audience will laugh, half the audience will walk out. So, and he does that on purpose. But if you're a Matt Walsh fan, you're probably going to know what you're getting into. I so want to see Superman, the Christopher Reeves doc, but I have no theater that does the Fathom event showings. My Cinemark does it about a half hour away, but I'm not going to pay the price. It's about $11.50 or $14. So $11.50 to $14 a ticket. I'm not going to pay that to go and see a movie. The Wild Robot is getting fantastic reviews. Yes, it is. It is getting fantastic reviews. It looks like it's going to be emotional. It looks like it's going to be... I've heard it compared to the Iron Giant, so I am looking forward to that. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know your thoughts. And as always, guys, like and subscribe if you're new. And I will see you on next Tuesday's show for my review. I will be reviewing the brand new Hallmark mystery film, The Cases of Mystery Lane 2, as well as The Uglies. Also, I will have my review for Booger. And I might have a couple more reviews thrown in there, but as always, guys, I will see you next time. So like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.
So where did you go when the fire is low?